So we go to our fourth heat for X30 Junior. Just before the lunch break, it's Groups B versus D. Adam Vida and Lorenz de Kock will be on the front row of the grid. Aurélien Lemaire and Aurelio Giustinelli will round out row number 2. Finn Rossen and Noah Crinier will complete row number 3. Flavio Caira and Maurice Vercroys will round out row 4, ahead of Cesc Pedersen with Matthias Musch rounding out the top 10. Antoine Boots and Yanis van den Bosch round out row 6, ahead of Dennis Kozlowski and Maxime Linders from Germany and Belgium, respectively. Danny Burs from the Netherlands will be joined by the UK's Charlie Myers on row number 8. Leopold Ferman and Jules de Koen round out row 9 with X30 and Milan Chekin rounding out the top 20. Manuel Charbonnier, Timio Riflard, Finn Albers, Schut de Vries, Nathan Best, Harry Myers and Levi Papp complete the 27-strong grid for this race. So we head on to the formation lap for this second race, which is the penultimate stage of the Junior X30 side of things. But then after the lunch break, we will go back to Senior X30 after lunch, and then it's going to be the case of who will be top dog and gain 80 points towards their tally. So, we've got dramas. That is the 139 from MCK Racing that's had to get the cart. Maurice Vercroys, due to start 8th, had trouble. And the cart decided to falter a little bit going into, I think that was turn 6. So the drivers now get themselves into position. Looks like Maurice Vercroys might have been able to take his place on the grid as we go revs up, lights on. Lights are out, we're underway for heat number 4 and a good start from the front row of the grid. Lorenz de Kock slots in behind. Adam V, is down to third place as Aurélien Lemaire got the jump on the 101 from Fusion Motorsport. Benelux Progress Racing, who's starting to fight back. Now they go into turn 3. Aurelio Giustinelli for the TB kart team, as the likes of Finn Rossen, Noah Crinier, I think might have moved up one spot. Yes, he has. Behind the 136 to the 166 up into P5. Through turn 4, into 5, now into 6. Lorenz de Kock looking for a move on Aurélien Lemaire, the 164, who's made it up into P2. So, Maurice Vercroys has parked it. That's a shame. That kart is not taking any further participation in this morning's activities as 2, 3 wide, nearly 3 wide going through the chicane on the opening tour. Quite a lot of positional changes. X30 down to 20th. Leopold Ferman passed by Finn Albers, who's moved up the order as there goes Aurelio Giustinelli in the TB kart. He's managed to get through on Lorenz de Kock and also Aurélien Lemaire. And Lorenz de Kock's going to get the slipstream coming out of the final corner into turn number 1. Might get the run, not quite. But great to see the action drone we've got. One driver losing a couple of positions. Was not too sure who that was. Grenier has dropped to 7th. Charlie Myers, where have you sprung from? 11 spots from the outside of row 8 and now runs 5th. Great work there by the 104 from the United Kingdom with the Optimum Performance Group team. Well, you put wet weather in front of a British driver, they normally soak it up like the proverbial sponge, as in the water, spit it out on both sides and go pushing forward. Finn Albers started 23rd, has also made up 11 spots like Charlie Myers, now runs 12th.
as Myers looking for a move up the inside, through for 4th position. As Lorenz de Kock puts the right rear wheel on the outside curbing, it pitches the left front tyre into the air. So steering at a bit of a premium there for the Belgian. But Charlie Myers now starting to go hunting. Aurelio Giustinelli, new fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 12.091. And the gap between the TB car and the Henze Racing car of Adam Vida was 1.4 seconds. There is the number 38 of the Netherlands, Cesc Pedersen, getting through on Finn Rossen. That's for 7th. Rossen trying to look for the move, coming out of 4 and into 5. Moving in the end there for the 160, I'm afraid. Seeing the likes of Maxime Leaders, Flavio Caira, Danny Burs, Yves Rie, Manuel Charbonnier. Finn Albers has made it up from 23rd on the grid. So we still have 26 runners at the moment. Check-in from France in the 170 now has dropped to the bottom end of the table. But more to the point, it is a case of who is going to take the victory. We've got three race winners so far. Well, we're on course for 3. Louis Béziré has won 2. Didier Krieft has won 1. Adam Vida leading now, but Aurelio Giustinelli just took a chunk of time, nearly 0.6 of a second, out of the Dutchman in front. And look, the gap is closing. Charlie Myers now up to P3. Aurélien Lemaire, Lorenz de Kock, Cesc Pedersen and Noé Grenier. Well, where is Grenier in all of this? I think might actually be 4th behind Charlie Myers. Let's take a... No, it's not. It's Aurélien Lemaire, Lorenz de Kock. Then there is Noé Grenier, head of Cesc Pedersen. They've got Finn Rossen about a second behind. Look up the inside there. That compromised. Noé Grenier going through into turn 8, and Cesc Pedersen got through. And they come out of the chicane and into the right-hander, one to the inside, one to the outside. Very, very close indeed. I think the one going to the outside was Noé Grenier. In the meantime, Aurelio Giustinelli, as we come up to half-time, is closing hand over fist on the Henze Racing 168 of the Netherlands. Adam Vida, the gap last time was nearly 3/4 of a second. It is now less than 2/10, and a new fastest lap by the man in second, Aurelio Giustinelli, looking to pull the pin up the inside through at turn 2, and the 136 from Belgium takes the race lead. Further back, change for 5th. Cesc Pedersen, I think, just got through on Noé Grenier at turn 3. That was the change for 5th position. But what a run of speed that the TB car underneath Aurelio Giustinelli had coming out of that first corner, and Adam Vida couldn't really fight it. The battle for P3 being led by Charlie Myers from the United Kingdom. The 104 for the Optimum Performance Racing Group team, doing a great job. We saw that. We've seen a good performance from a couple of the Brits in these last 2 heats. Henry Carter in the last one provisionally finishing P3. 60% of the race time has elapsed, 40% to go, plus that all-important additional lap. And Adam Vida is now over 6.5 tenths behind Aurelio Giustinelli, who's put that's over an 0.8 of a second disparity. Oh, and we've had dramas. Oh, it's the 104, Charlie Myers from Optima. The man from the UK out on lap 6. Disaster. He doesn't even break the timing beam. And a technical drama has hit the Optima Racing youngster. And you could tell by the way he had his head in his hands that it was not to be. A real disappointing shame. But Aurélien Lemaire has lost out to Cesc Pedersen, who now takes P3. for this battle where we've got a trio being led by Noah Cugnier, Aurélien Lemaire looking to slingshot up the inside through into T1. You can see there's a dry line starting to form. So this now really does provide an opportunity for these drivers to keep on pushing and do their level best. Okay, it's not going to be quite getting the win. However, it's going to come a close second in this particular instance. 2 minutes and 20 plus an additional lap still to go. And you can see that now that there is a little bit more light in the sky up above, we are seeing there's no rainfall. We just have localized low-lying mist here as the drivers make their way through into the top right-hand corner of the circuit. But the battle for first and second, the track now coming back to Adam Vida, who's right on the case of the TB kart. The 136 of Belgium's Aurélien Justinelli. Through the chicane they go, bumping over the curbs. So, give or take, it's going to be 3 more laps remaining in this race. Lap 7 completed, lap 8 underway. The gap between Justinelli and Vida. Vida dives to the inside line. Oh, but Justinelli had that momentum round the outside of the opening corner and kept the TB kart in front. They were just under a tenth and a half apart, both having the rear end snake to the right-hand side under braking. But Justinelli doing enough at the moment to hang on by a finger thread through into turn 5. Vida could get the traction down a little bit better at certain points on the circuit, but Justinelli has got the measure at the moment of the Henze Racing driver behind. TB kart, heavily established Italian brand, and now Vida on the young upstart, the Dutch brand based just outside of Rotterdam, giving good quarter here and great racing respect between the pair of Justinelli and Vida as we fast approach the start of our penultimate lap here at Racing Kart. JPR dive to the inside, Vida gets through, Justinelli is fighting back. Now through into the final corner, Justinelli looks for the inside line. Vida covers it off. 2 laps to go, and the fight at the front of the field has imploded up the inside. Tries Justinelli once more, but Vida is there. Keeps it pinned and does not give him an inch, nor can Justinelli take a kilometre in the process. A tenth of a second covered the top 2 as they cross the line. But what is this allowing to happen? Look who's closing in the background. Cesc Pedersen, who started 9th and was 1.5 seconds behind. So this is going to give the 38 an opportunity. The timer has expired and Justinelli now on the fight back against Adam Vida for the race lead. After this complex, we will have 1 more lap remaining, and Adam Vida has done a great job to keep Aurélien Justinelli at bay. 5-second time penalty looks to be for the 1.70, I believe, of Milan check-in, possibly, as we go onto the last lap. Cesc Pedersen. Yep, so it's the 170 Milan check-in gets a 5-second time penalty. Cesc Pedersen up the inside through at turn number 3. Did not get the job done on Justinelli, but Adam Vida has got enough of a buffer at the moment. Lorenz de Kock in 4th place just puts in the fastest lap of the race, and he's closing in on the trio at the front. As Cesc Pedersen putting the frighteners on and the pressure on Aurélien Justinelli, who's trying to hang on, hold on to that second position through the exit of turn number 8, side by side into the chicane, and the TB kart gets through. Threading the eye of the needle, and here comes Lorenz de Kock on his T-baits. Cesc Pedersen now has got a decision to make, but there's corners fast running out as Adam Vida is going to become our 3rd different race winner of the weekend so far. Henze Racing's Dutch Wunderkind crosses the line after 10 laps, takes the checker and wins by nearly 9.5 tenths. Aurélien Justinelli, well done to the TB kart driver. The win was on the cards, but it's second best this time around. Starting 4th, finishing P2. Lorenz de Kock pips Cesc Pedersen, who is on course to take third place, the 101. Pips his teammate by 85 thousandths of a second. Cesc Pedersen, Noah Grignet, Aurélien Lemaire, Flavio Caira takes 7th. And with it, the fastest lap of the race, a 108.136. Finn Rossen, Yannis van den Bosch. And well done to Manuel Charbonnier, 21st to 10th at the flag. X30 makes up 8 places to finish 11th, ahead of Timio Rifla, who made up 10 places in his own right. Maxim leaders, Nathan Best, Danny Burrs, Jules de Koen, Gert de Vries, Finn Albers, Denis Kozlowski, and Luxembourg's Matisse Mouche round out your top 20. Antoine Boots, Levi Papp, Harry Myers, Leopold Furman and Milan Chekin round out the 25 strong. Disaster for Charlie Myers from Optima, running P3. A technical drama for the 104, possibly eliminated him on lap 6 with Maurice McCroys from MCK Racing, unable to take the start. But Adam Vida becomes your third different winner in X30 Junior Heats here in Ostricourt this weekend.